Apple gets hit with a class action suit from developers. DoorDash is buying British rival Deliveroo for $3.9 billion. And is Google getting back into film and television? It's Tuesday, May 6th, and this is your morning tech news roundup from Engadget. Apple may see further fallout over its failure to comply with a court order that led to last week's contempt ruling. A class action suit filed on behalf of developers claims that Apple's actions cost Pure Sweat Basketball and other developers revenue during the period it was found to have violated the original court order. As the law firm Hagens Berman alleges, had Apple complied with the injunction as required, Pure Sweat would have been able to sell subscriptions to its app directly to its customers. The original 2021 court ruling forced Apple to allow App Store developers to direct users to other payments systems so that they could bypass the 30% of in-app payments taken by Apple. The App Store was supposed to stop preventing developers from including buttons or links in their apps and metadata that would allow users to make purchases outside the App Store environment. However, developer Epic Games accused Apple of malicious compliance with the ruling because it still charged a commission of up to 27% on any sales made through links to external payment systems. It also said Apple came up with onerous restrictions on external buttons, among other violations. In her ruling last week, Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers said Apple chose the most anti-competitive option at every turn. She even alleged that Apple lied under oath to hide the truth about its actions and referred the case to a U.S. attorney for a criminal contempt investigation. The class action seeks to recover lost revenue for up to 100,000 or more developers forced to pay Apple commissions that should not have existed. Hagens Berman obtained a $100 million settlement for iOS developers in a previous App Store class action suit. DoorDash has agreed to purchase British food and grocery delivery service Deliveroo for $3.9 billion. Deliveroo operates in 9 regions, namely Belgium, France, Italy, Ireland, Kuwait, Qatar, Singapore, United Arab Emirates, and the UK. All of those regions are new for DoorDash and will give the combined companies access to a total population that exceeds 1 billion people. It does not sound like DoorDash is erasing Deliveroo's brand after it takes over. Instead, they'll both be part of an enlarged group operating in multiple regions around the world, giving DoorDash an expanded presence in Europe and giving it an entry into the Middle Eastern market. The acquisition is still subject to regulatory and antitrust approvals. As CNBC noted, though, this marks the end of Deliveroo's problems as a public company. It has faced a lot of competition and legal challenges after a period of abundance for food delivery services during the COVID-19 lockdowns, and its share prices have plummeted since it went public in 2021. Before the company went public, Amazon took on the UK's Competition and Markets Authority to become a major investor in Deliveroo. The e-commerce company was the leading investor in a funding round worth $575 million, and owned a 16% stake in the food delivery service. Google plans to start producing its own films and television shows via a production initiative called 100 Zeros. That's according to a report from Business Insider. The company is working with Range Media Partners, a talent management and production company, to identify projects that appeal to younger audiences and could promote a positive view of Google's products. Besides the obvious opportunity for product placement, the larger goal of the initiative is to fund projects that have a positive view of technology and to get the creative industry interested in using Google's products. Immersive View, Google's 3D aerial scans featured in Google Maps, could be a tool it pushes. VO2, Google's AI video model, seems like a natural candidate too. Whichever way the company goes, 100 Zeros already has a movie under its belt. The initiative reportedly helped pay for the marketing for the indie horror movie Cuckoo. When Engadget reached out to Google for comment, the company shared a social media post confirming that 100 Zeros is not a studio, but was created to help filmmakers incorporate extended reality and AI into their productions. Google has some experience in the entertainment industry through its defunct YouTube Red Originals program. When YouTube first launched YouTube Red, the subscription service now called YouTube Premium, it did so alongside a slate of original content featuring notable YouTube talent. The program produced a number of shows and films, including popular series that found homes on other streaming services like Cobra Kai, but never became a true competitor to Netflix. 100 Zeros doesn't sound like another YouTube Red, and instead, a more traditional play to make original content and sell it to other distributors, just with a potentially googly flavor. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Steve Dent, Mariella Moon, and Ian Carlos Campbell, and was voiced and produced from the boutique sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day. I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.